Are you a Sigma male enough male? Alpha, beta, gamma, sigma? Well, you may have heard about those waves in your science class or on the internet about those types of males. Let's cut the crap. I know you all dream to become an alpha male one day. You all want the confidence like an alpha. You want to be an extrovert like an alpha. You want to get girls like an alpha Chad and don't want to give a fuck about them after fucking them. This all sounds really cool and dreamy, but ask yourself first, is this practical or is this achievable? If your inner self says no, then don't read from here on, as you are already out of the race. The first thing that makes someone an alpha or sigma is their mindset. They always think to achieve the impossible. Nothing is impossible for them, and it shouldn't be also impossible for you. Fix that in your mind. If your inner self says yes, then welcome to the fraternity. Now you may ask that I have balls filled with confidence, but I don't like to go out and socialize like that Chad Alpha. Well, you are right, you have balls full of confidence, but have you ever thought that you are an alpha with a different mindset? Well, who is the same as an alpha but with a different mindset? Yes, you all guessed it right, it is Sigma male. A Sigma male is defined as a man within the socio-sexual hierarchy who chooses to live his life outside of the normal social dominance hierarchy structures of society. In simple words, a Sigma doesn't live in the society like alphas, but prefers to stay alone in their own world. They don't follow the norms created by the society. They don't give a fuck about the society. For them, they are the society. You may think he is shy and doesn't socialize like a Chad. Is he a beta? No, you're wrong. Sigma 2 has balls full of confidence, but he won't waste his time and energy on every person in the room. He goes to the party, talks to people who he thinks would be useful for him, approaches them and gets the work done and leaves the party. Whereas for our alpha Chad, he goes to the party for the sole purpose of getting laid, and beta males, well, they aren't even invited to the party. Alpha males and Sigma males have many things in common. You can consider them as equals and parallel, but Sigma males prefer to work on their own. The prime example of Sigma I can give is the MGTOW. They don't care about being in society and have no reason to maintain a certain public appearance. They have no incentive to please the masses or to appease anyone else's opinion. You can call Sigma as the introverted alpha. Sigmas are characterized by the mystery and fluidity of their solitary lives. That is why they are loved by women, as girls love mystery and it stimulates their emotions. The most important trait of the Sigma is self-priority and non-conformity from the society. Alphas too have self-priority, but it is not at the same level with Sigmas. Sigma would literally won't fuck around. He will do his business first. If his friends or family call him, he will not go out with them if he has some work to do. A Sigma would finish his work first and then he will give time to them. Don't think of him as a selfish guy. No, Sigma would always be available for you when you need his help, but for without any reason. If you call him just to hang out, then he will see, depending on his work. The other amazing trait of Sigma is nonconformity. It simply means you just don't give a fuck about others or what others says about you. He doesn't follow the society. If everyone is drinking alcohol, he will drink water. This should be true for everyone, whether you are an alpha, beta, gamma, delta. You should not give a fuck about other people's opinions. If you know someone who is a Sigma, you can learn from them about not giving a fuck about others. Sigmas are also called lone wolf. Why do you ask me? Well, have you ever seen documentaries on National Geographic or Discovery about wolves? If not, then watch it. If yes, then you may have noticed how the lone wolf lives. He often sees companionship as a hindrance to what they truly want in life. It is true in real life, even if you don't have a GF wife. Sometimes living with a family member or with your friends, you sometimes feel that they are invading your privacy. Or sometimes you get hurt by their small comments. That is why Sigmas like to live alone, as they know relationships with anybody can hurt you in some way or another way, since they care very little for how others perceive them. Human relationships are often tedious and meaningless to them. For the Sigma, it's glaringly obvious that companionship also comes with baggage. And the last trait I would like to talk about is that they like to keep a low profile. They like to be invisible. They like to do their work in privacy and not to do show off like an alpha, and this trait is also a drawback. That is why they don't have a tribe, and walking away from the social dominance hierarchy certainly comes with some upsides. But the biggest downside is exactly the same as the biggest upside. You're alone.